Yeah, give me a benefit.
Yeah.
Bharadwaj, you can continue. I'll be
Yeah,
dropping off. Thanks. Yeah.
yeah, thanks, Neha. Yeah, Anubhav,
Yeah.
let's start with your introduction,
Yeah.
Anubhav.
So hi, myself Anubhav Bitch. I'm having a 3.7 hour experience. Experience with like automating and maintaining this like and improving deployments, pipelines, Kubernetes operations, and like infrastructure. And if you come to my like day-to-day life activity, so first activity was like monitoring and alert handling. So there I have to check like pod health, usage, infrastructure usage, service uptime. We are using this Prometheus and Grafana there, and also CloudWatch. Come to CI/CD part. Basically, we are using this Jenkins. So I have to create and maintain this uh, multi-branch pipeline. With like we support this artifact promotion. We integrate these things with Sonar Q4 code quality check. A tree view are using for like a dependency check, vulnerabilities check, and we are using this EKS cluster. So we have to do something like Kubernetes operation, pod management. We have deployed like some microservices, 10 plus microservices in your EKS. So I have to write and maintain this Kubernetes manifest file, like deployment, services, ingress, config map, this kind of things. And we are incident, we are using basically service max and also Jira. So we have two responses, like support ticket and also like incident ticket. We have to take it. And we are automation, we are using this Ansible. Basically we have to use write reusable Ansibles scripts. We are using Ginger template over there. And for cloud, we are using this AWS. So we have to do like uh, maintain this AWS resources, basically EKS, EC2, RDS, and also S3 bucket, and IAM role, route 53. And also main thing that we are using this Terraform script. So we have to run this automate this EKS cluster. We have to set up this VPC configuration. So this kind of things we have to do.
Thanks, Anubhav, for the brief intro. So, when you said you worked on CI/CD pipelines, so what all CI/CD pipelines you worked on, and also can you explain me any one pipeline? What all steps you have created there? What are things that
Okay.
pipeline does?
Yes, so for EK, we are using this basically these things, Jenkins. Okay, so if I like explain this full CI/CD pipeline, so our CI/CD pipeline basically we using this version control system. Actually, we are using this Git for version control system. And if I explain you this our full pipeline, so basically this pipeline like we are getting we are getting like if any kind of push operation is happen in our Git. So we just normally our pipeline going to be trigger. Okay, so it's triggered by the Jenkins. So after that basically our application using this Java base. So we are using this build tool Maven. So then our this compile and like unit test cases, these steps will be done. And also after that we are integrated these things with our Sonar Cube. Okay, so then we have like Sonar Cube code quality check. This steps is done. Then we are scan our these things, this code. So for that we are using tree. So for code scan. So tree steps is done. Then we are go to like build. So we are using this Maven. So Maven build going to be done. So Maven build going to be done. Then we are using this artifact for like Nexus repository. So we put our this artifact on Nexus. So Nexus steps is done. Then for building we are using this Docker. So Docker steps is coming. So this image building is done for these steps. Then image building is properly done. Then we again this scan this image by tree only. Then tree scan is done. Then we are deploy these things like Docker we are using this deploy in our EKS cluster. Okay, and these all steps we are integrated with this mail notification. So actually this in last we are using this post action, so post action we are using this mail notification. So this all those things means any kind of build fail or like TV reports, these things we are sent by the mail developer and our DevOps.
Okay, so when you say there is a step where Docker files are built, so
Hello.
you raise a Docker files, you just create the steps in pipeline.
Yeah, can you come again?
I'm multiple, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. So what I'm asking is like you said there is a step where Docker images will be built, right?
Mhm.
So for that, the Docker file, will that be written by you or your team, or is it the developer that writes this file?
Yeah, so basically it's done by developer, and also we are also helping the developer to write this Docker Docker email, like Docker file. I know about means how to write this Docker file. Basically, we are writing this multi stage Docker build for less memory usage. Maybe like image size will be less.
Okay. So how do you optimize this image size in the Docker file when you said you optimized it?
Yeah, so basically how we just multi-stage Docker build we are doing. Okay, so for that we are basically for the build we have like different things, and for like basically yeah. So first if I explain you, so first we'll base the builder. So we do the building of the Docker image, then we'll go for create this artifact. So basically these things help us to like basically compress our Docker image. So basically how we'll do these things, like we are using this small image, basically this slim or alpine we are using. Also it checks the dependencies. So what dependency we are basically what happened, so sometime some dependency we don't want for the production. So for dev environment, whatever dependency you are using, for prod we don't need that kind of dependency. So it will be like we are doing that things as well. So it will help to basically compress our build. And also sometimes means we need necessary remove unnecessary layer, like this kind of things, like apt update and apt install, this kind of things. So that will be a help, like compress our build.
Okay, but still, if you have done this and images size is very high, so how multi-stage Docker helps us in reducing this image?
Multi-stage, basically, see, I explained you that for building we are using different image. So some if I give an example, see, if we if we using like multi-stage, so multi-stage, like we are using different stages for build and runtime. So for build stage I include like compiler and all those things, dependency, build tools, this kind of things. And final runtime, so final runtime we just normally copy that jar file, means we are using this Java. So we just normally copy that jar file from our build stage to our running stage. So it will be like less image, and we're using this alpine or like a slim. So the image size will be very less, like 56 MB or something.
Okay, understood. And also, you've mentioned that you have used deployment services, Ingress with TLS, these all. So, can you explain me what is this Ingress part, and how did you integrate this TLS part inside Ingress?
Okay, so basically ingress was these things. Ingress basically yeah, so this is one kind of, I would say, like traffic rules basically. So ingress is basically a traffic rule, and we are using this application load balancer, which is ingress controller. Basically ingress controller helps that whatever rule you put in your ingress, that will be followed by these things. And TLS basically used for HTTPS. if you are means we are using this HTTPS these things, so for that you are using this TLS. So basically what happened, we are using microservices, so we no need to load balancer, different services means, so no need any different load balancer, it will cost like very high. So for that reason we are using this ingress, and inside this ingress you just normally put your means host name. If you have custom host name, you just normally put it over there, and also you just mention the root, means if you run this slash means index or slash this service, that service, you just normally put it over there. So it will be help means if you were one single means load balancer, it will be help like that. Basically like HTTP or HTTPS, so that's things we are using this like path based routing.
Oh, and have you ever used network load balancer as well?
Network load balancer.
Mm-hmm.
Network load balancer. We are using basically application load balancer. Network load balancer.
Okay. You knew there is a network load balancer, right? Or,
Yeah, AWS NLB, network load balancer. Basically, it's layer 4 for TCP UDP.
Okay. Okay. And when you say you built and managed Kubernetes clusters, this is EKS you are saying, right? Or self-managed also you have worked?
EKS basically.
Okay. So, have you ever faced any issues where you try to join a worker node to EKS cluster and it is not joining? What could be the scenarios you can think of if this worker node is not joining that Kubernetes cluster? EKS basically.
Miss, you wanted to add one more node in your EKS cluster, but it's not joining.
Mm.
Uh, so basically what we are following, so we have these things like autoscaler, so it will be help like to add new nodes. Okay, and if this thing is not working, okay, this thing is not working, then we have carpenter. You can deploy carpenter, so it will be handle those things like by using this carpenter. So you have to create the carpenter, so it will be help by carpenter.
So when you say carpenter, what it will do?
So it will be help like adding the new nodes, means if this application load balancer is not working, means yeah, so autoscaler is not working. So okay, so what they will do means, if autoscaler is working for you, so it will be take downtime. Okay, but by using this carpenter, so it is like open source autoscaler, so it will be don't take any kind of means the downtime. Okay, so it will be what it will be, it will terminate, like it automatically launch and terminate your EC2 instance by like this pod scheduler is needs this kind of things. So yeah, so this kind of things it will help. Like autoscaler is very little bit slower, and carpenter, if you use this carpenter, so it will be like much faster, like these things.
Okay. And also, suppose if you take a normal worker node inside a Kubernetes cluster, what all components are present inside that worker node?
So what
Kubernetes related.
if you wanted to put so that we have this we have kubelets. Okay, so kubelet we have in worker node, we have like kubelet. So basically it's one kind of agent which run means which is basically run for your every worker node. Means basically it's help to talk to your in master node you have like API server, so it will be help to talk with them. Then your networking things, means all those networks and services you are working on it, like Calico and all those things. So kube proxy, it will be like help give the services to the pod. Then we have a container runtime. Okay, so container runtime, basically what happen is responsible, like if a container run to the container, basically currently Kubernetes using a container D. Before it's using a Docker, but currently our Kubernetes, they are using like container D, and normal like we have pods over there, like this kind of thing.
Okay. Also, you have any idea on Calico? Have you worked on that?
Basically Calico, basically if you like self-hosted, you have a Kubernetes cluster. Basically for EKS these things only managed, okay, AWS only managed, but I learned from myself these things, like normally means I just for my learning purpose I just created these things, means this mini cube
Okay.
for my learning purpose. So that like Calico by
Okay.
you, this is one networking things, okay, so it will be help, means if you normally installed like Kubernetes in your local system, so that time Kubernetes doesn't have this kind of networking thing, so you have to install this Calico. And if you want like very high availability, then we have to apply HA proxy. So you have, if you apply like two HA proxy, so there your Kubernetes like on premise, this will be faster.
Okay. When you installed Calico, so what all did you observe? What all things got installed when you installed Calico in your Minikube cluster?
uh, okay, so mm, networking parts, it will be
You might have seen pods, right?
yes, yes.
Calico related pod might have.
So I'm not much sure about. Basically, it will be installed like custom resource. It will be installed. Custom
Okay.
resources. Custom resources. It will be installed. Uh, and other things. Custom resource. It will be installed. So like and
Okay, okay, no issues. Yeah. So, one more question I want to ask. Have you worked on this upgrades part, Kubernetes upgrades? Have you ever worked?
Kubernetes upgrade. Not much work in this upgrade section.
Okay, okay. I mean, you guys use cluster, Kubernetes cluster, right? Who works on these upgrades part? Like, you haven't
Uh,
upgraded it or?
yeah, so for EKS cluster, basically it's means we have like one of our team member only, like he little bit like senior from us, like around 10 or 12 year of experience. So basically he handled those things, upgrade
Okay, okay,
parts.
okay, okay. And regarding monitoring part, so what all monitoring things you worked on? Also, have you worked on setup part or you just worked on monitoring those things?
No, yeah. So for monitoring, we are also working with setups. Basically, we are using this Helm charts. So basically, by using this Helm, we are installing this Prometheus Grafana, then also like a node exporter, and means the node exporter. Yeah, so that things will be one, and also our developer, they write this custom matrix. So that things also we work, and we are set up these things.
So when you set up this Prometheus, how are you making sure Prometheus is built? Suppose I am onboarding some new application and I want my new application metrics to be seen in Prometheus. So what can I do in my set?
Uh, so for your setup, like you have to use basically take the matrices from there. So for that you have to run this daemon set for like node exporter. Okay, so that will fetch your like matrices. Then for Prometheus, we have to take those matrices as a like time series database. Okay, and you have to integrate these things your Grafana. So will Grafana show you those databases?
But node exporter exports only node related metrics,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
Not application related
Oh,
metrics.
okay.
I
Yeah.
want to, yeah, I want to onboard a new my application, and my application will, generate some metrics, and that metrics I want to see in Prometheus.
Okay, your matrix. So for that, uh, uh, yeah. So for that, maybe we can use. Um, yes, they will scrap those metrics for our these things. Mm, okay, so we have to pronounce this formal like. Mm, there's one node exporter using node matrix. Mm, yeah, we have.
No issues, Anbo. That's fine. You said you say except, right? So you used the node exporter for exporting the node related metrics to Prometheus, and you have
Yeah.
integrated Grafana to that. This is the one, right? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And scripting part, so you used shell scripting, right?
Scale script and also like this Python.
Okay. What are the use cases that you have used this shell scripting or Python? What
Uh,
automation you have done?
yeah, so for sales scripting, I would like to say like for this small sales script I written for like this like your these things like services like restart those services. This small script I written, and also like cleanup section we have written by this shell scripting, small shell scripting. And also by Python, what I did, what I have to like basically I got one task. Okay, so that task like cost optimization. So basically for that section I have written on a Python script for like using this boto 3. Okay, so by using this boto 3 I have created like one normally Python script I created. So there what we'll do like this things will be take like your stale EBS volume, and some volume you have to look like a GP2 to like a GP3. So that kind of things means I have written this botos 3.
Okay, so can you explain this Python script that you have written in detail? Suppose you said you have said like EPS volumes, you have written that script. So what is it? And also this GP2 to GP3, what is a use case that is covered in this Python script?
Yeah, so basically this script first I just normally import, okay, this boto 3. Okay, then means from like we have one option there, say boto 3 dot is client. Okay, so that client you have to give this EC2 and your region name, so that will be fetch your this client things. Okay, then I'll be like get like means cross region, these things also work, like I enable this cross region. So from this region means if your these things like lambda is here. Okay, so it will be communicate with the cross region. These things I enable from this this boto 3 scripts. So it will be help to cross region these things. And also like I have like volume, so that things I run one like normal for loop by using this volume. Then I just normally print it like which thing is like in the GP2. Okay, then I upgrade it by GP3. These kind of things I have written, and run it inside this lambda function. So basically it's a serverless, we don't need like any work with like EC2 instance, means EC2 instance we no need to run. So and I means like every 1 week it will be run by CloudWatch. I these things did these things.
Okay. You are comfortable more in Python or shell script?
Both.
Both your computer.
Yes.
Can you share your screen once? I just
Yeah.
want to. I'll ask you one shell script.
Yes. And
You can open
yeah.
any notepad or something or
And
anything else.
yeah,
That's fine.
can you wrap up means within like means 5 or 10 minutes, because I have one call with uh, like from 12.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure. I'll just wrap up in 5 minutes. That's fine. Okay, you said you handle this service restart, right? Suppose take this only as an example. If you do some PS-EF, right, or you'll get all those things. Now, assume when you do PS-EF, you'll get all the output. Now, the task is you need to restart all those services that are running when you got PS-EF. Now, the thing is, you have to kill those using process IDs. And process IDs will be in second column of that, whatever output you got from ps-ef. You have to fetch that and then kill that ID. And this should be done for all the services. And you have to check like whether that kill was happened properly or not. If yes, just write like it has killed properly. Otherwise, you can just mention that this is not happened properly. Just check manual.
Using shell script.
Yes. Are you writing anything like I?
No, 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 I'm not.
Oh, right. Okay.
Hmm.
I thought it was stuck. Okay.
Okay.
I can guide you the steps. First, you can
Hmm.
take this ps-ef output into one variable.
Okay, first I have to take PS hyphen E.
Yeah, take this into one variable. No need of SSH. You are inside that instance only, right?
Okay.
So no need to do any SSH. Okay, now you took this. Now you have all the output, right?
Hmm.
Now you can write a for loop so that it will iterate through each line. In that now in that each line you have to extract the second column.
For this PS hyphen EF output.
You took already in var, right?
Hmm.
So you can apply for loop for that var.
Yeah. So I have to apply. Mm, can I do this kind of things like EF give me that things I have to like iterate one by one.
Yeah, now you're reiterating. So the first line, first in now in each line,
I got this
second column should be extracted, which is a process ID. Yeah.
process. Yeah. Then, uh, mm, I help like uh, then I have to uh, okay. Second
Yeah.
yeah.
Now you can kill this process ID and check if this kill command applied properly or not.
Means it will be return 0.
Yeah, yeah. If it, what is that returning? Kill command.
Exit code.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so first then I got this PID. Now I have to
Mm-hmm.
kill. Uh, then I have to check what these things return. So I have to use one variable out. Then I have to check that this output is giving us exit code 0 or not.
Mm-hmm.
That we can do.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, that's fine. This is I'm expecting. Okay. Yeah, so Anubhav, yeah, that's all from me now. Uh, Thank you for attending the interview.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks, Anubhav.
Yeah.
I'll provide my feedback to my manager. They'll let you know if there is any next round or not.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thanks.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.